That even after more than 70 years, people still stop and stare whenever they see one. A car whose doors don't open outward like ordinary vehicles, but instead swing dramatically upward like the wings of a bird. A machine that combined breathtaking beauty, racing technology, and incredible speed at a time when the world was still recovering from World War II. This is the story of the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. The 300 SL is not just another classic automobile. It is one of the most iconic sports cars ever built. Car enthusiasts, collectors, and historians often place it among the greatest cars in automotive history. It introduced cutting-edge engineering, stunning design, and remarkable performance that influenced sports cars for decades. To understand why the 300 SL became such a legend, we first need to travel back to Germany in the years after World War II. Mercedes-Benz faced enormous challenges. Factories had been damaged, resources were limited, and rebuilding the company seemed almost impossible. Yet the engineers refused to give up. Instead of simply producing ordinary transportation, they dreamed of creating something extraordinary. The company's return to motorsport became the turning point. Racing was not only about winning trophies, it was about proving that Mercedes-Benz could once again build world-class automobiles. Engineers developed an advanced racing machine known as the W194. Built with lightweight engineering and powered by a reliable six-cylinder engine, it surprised the world by winning major endurance races, including the 24 Hours of Le Mans and the Carrera Panamericana. These victories attracted attention across the Atlantic. In the United States, automobile importer Max Hoffman believed wealthy American buyers wanted a fast, luxurious European sports car. He convinced Mercedes-Benz that if they built a road-going version of the racing machine, he could sell hundreds of them in America. Mercedes-Benz accepted the challenge. The engineers transformed the racing car into a road-legal masterpiece. Because of its lightweight tubular frame, normal doors were impossible to install. Their solution was both practical and unforgettable. Doors that opened upward. Those unique doors earned the car its famous nickname, Gullwing. When the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL made its public debut at the New York International Motor Sports Show in 1954, audiences were amazed. People had never seen anything like it. It looked futuristic, elegant, and incredibly fast, but the beauty was only part of the story. Under the long hood sat a 3-liter inline six-cylinder engine featuring one of the world's first fuel injection systems used in a production car. At a time when most sports cars relied on carburetors, this technology gave the 300 SL more power, better efficiency, and higher performance. With a top speed approaching 260 kilometers per hour depending on the gearing, it became the fastest production car in the world. Owning a 300 SL quickly became a symbol of success. Celebrities, racing drivers, business leaders, and royalty admired it. It wasn't simply transportation. It represented innovation, luxury, and engineering excellence. Even today, surviving examples sell for millions of dollars at auctions. Museums proudly display them, collectors treasure them, and automotive designers continue to study their timeless proportions. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SL proved that engineering brilliance and artistic design could exist in a single machine. More than 70 years later, it remains one of the greatest sports cars ever created. And this is only the beginning of its remarkable story. As the excitement surrounding the 300 SL spread across the automotive world, one question remained. How did Mercedes-Benz create such a revolutionary car in such a short period of time? The answer begins not in a luxury showroom, but on the racing circuit. In the early 1950s, Mercedes-Benz wanted to reclaim its position as one of the world's greatest automobile manufacturers. The company knew that success in motorsport would demonstrate the quality, reliability, and engineering excellence of its vehicles. Instead of modifying an existing road car, Mercedes engineers designed a completely new racing machine. The result was the Mercedes-Benz W194. At first glance, the W194 looked elegant, but beneath its bodywork was an engineering masterpiece. The engineers created an ultralight tubular space frame made from thin steel tubes. This frame was incredibly strong while weighing only around 50 kilograms. However, the design created an unexpected challenge. The frame's side sections were so high that conventional doors could not be fitted. Engineers needed another solution. Their answer was simple yet revolutionary. They attached the doors to the roof, allowing them to swing upward instead of outward. At the time, nobody imagined that this practical engineering decision would become one of the most recognizable automotive designs in history. The unusual doors made getting inside slightly more difficult, but they transformed the car into something unforgettable. Whenever the doors opened, it looked as if the car was spreading its wings. Soon, enthusiasts around the world began calling it the Gullwing. The W194 quickly proved itself on the racetrack. In 1952, it entered some of the world's toughest endurance races. Against experienced competitors from Ferrari, Jaguar, Aston Martin, and Alfa Romeo, Mercedes-Benz shocked everyone. The car won the legendary 24 Hours of Le Mans. It also achieved victory in the Carrera Panamericana, one of the most dangerous road races ever organized. Its lightweight construction, aerodynamic body, dependable engine, and outstanding reliability gave it a major advantage over many rivals. These victories restored Mercedes-Benz's reputation on the international stage, but while Europe admired the racing success, someone thousands of kilometers away saw an even bigger opportunity. His name was Max Hoffmann. Hoffmann was an Austrian-born automobile importer living in the United States. He had an exceptional understanding of wealthy American customers. He believed Americans were looking for something different from the large domestic cars of the era. They wanted exclusivity, they wanted speed, they wanted European craftsmanship. Hoffmann visited Mercedes-Benz executives and proposed an idea that would change automotive history forever. He urged the company to build a road-going version of the successful W194 racing car. Initially, Mercedes-Benz executives were uncertain. Sports cars were expensive to develop, and there was no guarantee people would buy them. But Hoffmann was confident. He promised that he could sell hundreds of cars in the American market if Mercedes produced them. His confidence convinced the company. The project received approval. The engineers immediately began adapting the race car for public roads. Although the production version would retain much of the racing technology, it also needed comfort, durability, safety, and refinement suitable for everyday driving. Every component was carefully redesigned. The suspension was adjusted to improve ride quality. The interior received premium, leather, elegant instruments, and improved ventilation. Additional sound insulation made long-distance driving more comfortable. Yet Mercedes-Benz refused to sacrifice performance. The company wanted the production model to remain one of the fastest cars in the world. Their biggest innovation came under the hood. Instead of using traditional carburetors, the engineers installed a mechanical direct fuel injection system derived from aircraft technology. This was revolutionary. Fuel injection delivered fuel more accurately than carburetors, increasing horsepower while improving throttle response and fuel efficiency. At a time when most manufacturers still relied on older technology, Mercedes-Benz was already looking toward the future. The engine produced around 215 horsepower, an extraordinary figure for the early 1950s. Combined with the lightweight chassis, the car accelerated with remarkable speed. Depending on the final drive ratio, the 300 SL could reach nearly 260 kilometers per hour. That made it the fastest production automobile available anywhere in the world. Performance alone, however, was not enough. Mercedes-Benz designers wanted the car to look as advanced as it performed. The long sculpted hood, flowing fenders, graceful roofline, chrome accents, and iconic gull-wing doors created a design unlike anything else on the road. Every curve served both beauty and function. The streamlined body reduced aerodynamic drag while giving the car a timeless appearance. Even today, many automotive designers consider the 300 SL one of the most beautiful sports cars ever created. As development neared completion, anticipation continued to grow. Journalists heard rumors about a revolutionary Mercedes sports car. Dealers eagerly awaited official confirmation. Plautics hoped they might one day own one. Then in February 1954, the moment finally arrived. At the New York International Motor Sports Show, Mercedes-Benz unveiled the production 300 SL to the world. The audience stood in amazement. The elegant silver body reflected the exhibition lights. Then the doors slowly lifted upward. People had never witnessed anything like it. Photographers rushed forward. Reporters filled newspapers with headlines describing the futuristic German sports car. Within hours, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL had become the star of the entire exhibition. Without realizing it, Mercedes-Benz had introduced a car that would become one of the greatest automotive icons ever built. But the real test was still ahead. Could this breathtaking machine perform as brilliantly on public roads as it had on the racetrack? That question would soon be answered. More than 70 years have passed since the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL first amazed the world, yet its legend has only grown stronger. Many sports cars have been faster, many have been more powerful, many have introduced new technologies. But very few have achieved what the 300 SL accomplished, becoming a timeless symbol of innovation, beauty, and engineering excellence. Today, surviving examples are among the most valuable collector cars in the world. At prestigious auctions, perfectly restored or exceptionally preserved, 300 SLs often sell for millions of dollars. Museums proudly display them, while collectors treat them as priceless works of automotive art. But the true value of the 300 SL cannot be measured only in money. Its greatest achievement was changing the future of sports cars. The lightweight space frame chassis inspired generations of engineers. The mechanical fuel injection system proved that advanced technology could be used in production vehicles. And the iconic gull-wing doors became one of the most recognizable automotive designs ever created. Even modern Mercedes-Benz performance cars carry the spirit of the 300 SL. Every time the company builds a high-performance sports car, the influence of this legendary machine can still be felt. What makes the 300 SL truly special is that it was never built to be ordinary. It was born from racing, refined by brilliant engineers, and introduced to a world that had never seen anything like it before. It wasn't just a car. It was a statement that innovation has no limits, a statement that great design never grows old, and a statement that true engineering can become art. Every curve of its body tells a story. Every engine start echoes a remarkable chapter in automotive history. Every gull-wing door that rises into the air reminds us that sometimes the boldest ideas become the greatest legends. Even after decades, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL continues to inspire designers, engineers, collectors, and dreamers around the world. It remains one of the rare automobiles that people don't simply admire. They remember. Perhaps that is the greatest achievement any car can ever accomplish. Because the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL was never just built to drive. It was built to make history, and history will never forget it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through the story of the legendary Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next documentary on the world's most iconic automobiles. Until next time, drive safe and keep the passion for automotive history alive.